Welcome back to the Stocks Update. I hope you're all doing well. In today's update, we're diving into a stock that's been generating quite a bit of buzz lately, Lucid Motors LCID. There's a lot happening in the market right now, and Lucid seems to be at the center of some intriguing developments. Whether you're already invested or just watching from the sidelines, this is a video you won't want to miss. As of the most recent trading session, Lucid stock is showing a modest gain of 2.41%, sitting at $2.34. The day's range has been quite volatile, with a low of $2.16 and a high of $2.55, indicating strong price action and plenty of trading activity. What's particularly interesting here is that while the broader stock market has been dealing with turbulence, Lucid has managed to stay afloat. We saw a sudden spike in many stocks due to a rumor about Donald Trump planning to pause all tariffs for 90 days, excluding those on Chinese imports. This rumor, although quickly debunked as false, managed to inject temporary bullish momentum into the markets. Lucid took full advantage of that upward surge, and even after the truth came out, it retained some of that momentum. So while it may have started as a reaction to fake news, Lucid's ability to maintain gains afterward says a lot about investor sentiment and the resilience of the stock. Lucid was actually the first green stock on my watch list this morning, a sign that there's more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye. Over the past month, Lucid stock is up by over 10.66%, which is impressive considering the uncertainty and fear dominating the broader market right now. There seems to be consistent interest from institutional investors and big money players. Ever since Lucid reported its Q1 earnings, we've seen a rise in unusual buying activity, especially in large block trades exceeding $100K. Among these trades, there were only 3 significant sell orders, one worth $162K, another for $117K, and a third for $150K. All the other transactions were buys, which clearly indicates a trend of accumulation by large investors. Despite all the buying pressure, we're witnessing a significant pushback from the short sellers. Just today, over 2.38 million shares were added to the short interest. In total, 24.67% of Lucid's free float, equivalent to nearly 299.88 million shares, is currently being shorted. This creates a very interesting dynamic. While institutional investors are buying in, short sellers are doubling down on their bearish bets. It's becoming a battleground between the bulls and the bears. The shorts are asking, why isn't this stock going down? And the answer, at least for now, seems to be that institutional money is holding it up. Looking at the broader economic calendar, there's not much happening today in terms of breaking news that directly impacts Lucid. No new SEC filings, no major announcements from the company. However, later this week, we're expecting a series of market-moving events, including the FOMC minutes, CPI data, and PPI reports. These economic indicators have the potential to shift the overall market sentiment, which in turn could influence Lucid stock as well. So while today might be relatively calm, we should be prepared for possible volatility later in the week. Another sign of growing interest in Lucid is the high volume in the options market. Today alone, there have been 881K call options and 975K put options traded. That kind of activity indicates a very engaged investor base, with people betting on movement in both directions. When it comes to sentiment, 47% of the market is currently bullish on Lucid. That might not sound overly impressive at first, but considering how many stocks are facing negative sentiment despite brief upward moves, this kind of optimism around Lucid is noteworthy. Looking at the options pricing, most call buyers are betting on Lucid reaching $2.50 to $3 within the next week or so. Some are even targeting above $3 in the weeks ahead. On the flip side, bears are anticipating a decline to below $2. In terms of analyst expectations, 2 recent ratings have given Lucid price targets of $5 and $3, respectively. While these aren't earth-shattering figures, they show confidence that the stock has upside potential from where it currently stands. The estimated earnings per share (EPS) for the most recent quarter came in at 23 cents, and the revenue was reported at $250.48 million, which aligns well with analyst projections. That kind of performance keeps Lucid in the game when it comes to long-term growth expectations. According to the chart, Lucid is currently hovering around a key pivot point at $2.33. Holding above this level will be crucial for momentum in the coming days. If the price closes above it, we can expect bullish momentum to potentially carry the stock towards $2.55 and then up to $2.69, which is the next resistance zone. On the downside, if the stock fails to hold $2.33, support levels can be found at $2.11 and then at $1.97. So those are your key technical levels to monitor over the next several sessions. Another critical indicator is the 50-day moving average, currently sitting at $2.54. If Lucid can break above that with strong volume, it could trigger a further rally and attract even more institutional buyers. The dark pool data shows that Lucid is seeing significant behind-the-scenes activity. Large hidden transactions are taking place, which often indicates institutional positioning. One such trade at $3.15 stands out and might be tied to growing short interest. Still, despite this, the overall movement remains bullish. There's also speculation in the market about a potential partnership announcement or new strategic deal, which may be fueling some of the recent buying. Nothing concrete has been confirmed, but the speculation alone is enough to drive momentum in a stock like this. Lucid's recent earnings call was well received, especially the Q and a portion where retail investors posed thoughtful questions to management. That engagement is a healthy sign for the company's retail support base. Looking ahead, the next earnings call presents another chance for investors to get answers directly from the top brass. It's a perfect opportunity for shareholders to demand transparency and clarity on the company's roadmap. So, where does that leave us? In short, Lucid is showing surprising strength in a volatile environment. Big money is quietly buying. Short interest is high, creating the potential for a short squeeze. Technicals are aligning in its favor, and there's growing buzz online. Is Lucid gearing up for a breakout year? Possibly. A lot will depend on upcoming economic data, investor sentiment, and the company's ability to deliver consistent results in future quarters. Now I want to hear from you. Are you buying the dip? Are you bullish or bearish on Lucid in the short term? Do you think something is happening behind the scenes that hasn't been made public yet? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth market analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.